This is the show where we take an album or an artist and we listen to them over and over and over over again. Anyway, we listen all the time, everywhere, and then it's a really cool show for us because we all love music, but we all have a really different perspective of music.
Right.
We all
Very
love
different.
for example, the kind of music I like is jazz, I like classical, I like Americana, I like folk, and I like funk. You know, like G Love and Special Sauce funk.
Cool.
How about you, Bill? What do you like, Bill?
So I like psychedelic dark pop music.
Cool.
I like alternative 80s. I like indie alternative. I like
Whoa.
pop, dance, rap, if it's good. And I like crooner big band stuff. My favorite of all time is Mel Torme. I love Mel Torme.
Not Frank Sinatra?
He's okay. He's not Mel Torme.
Well, this week we're doing one of my very favorite artists of all time. I'm so excited. I'm like ADHD excited. Amy Winehouse. So I first want to ask you, Bill, when did you first hear Amy Winehouse and what was your first impression?
So I remember when the album first came out, I remember the song Rehab was a big hit. I didn't really get into that song back then, but then I remember listening to the album, not really getting into it. I'm not sure why. I'm sure why now. But things have changed, obviously. And I remember Back to Black, and I remember thinking that was a really cool song. And then I just remember the controversial stuff.
I guess I first saw Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. I don't know if you know who.
Oh.
And then she was playing in Toronto that night. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna go. And I just went and I never even heard the band except I just heard on the radio and loved her. And the Dap Kings were so cool. And the album that we're gonna do today has a whole bunch of the Dap Kings on it. And that's why a big part of, I think, why I love it so much, because
I get that now.
yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then her voice is so cool, and I've always loved like that old crooner style, kind of Frank Sinatra, deep black, Nina Simone kind of, you know, I love that vibe. And I think she has it, but then she was so young. She's so young. It's insane.
So young.
She was an old soul, man. And, you know,
For sure.
tragedy around her.
Yeah. Okay, so as Nikki said, we are doing Amy Winehouse Back to Black, but let's get into the album. And the first song we're going to talk about is the first single, which is Rehab.
Rehab is one of my favorite songs on the album. This was produced by Mark Ronson. I love all the sax, like forget it. All the horns in here. There's tenor sax, there's baritone sax, there's alto sax, there's trumpet, there's trombone. It's like killer. This is old school horn time. Bring it on. And I love, like, even in her lyrics, she talks a lot about, like, she goes, just give me Ray Charles and some old Donny Hathaway. Like, she's so old time, old school. I love it. I love it. Everything about it.
I love this song. I've always loved this song, but I've really listened to it now. I love the bells. I love the little hand claps that are going on throughout the song. I think the lyrics are really clever as well. And the cool thing about this song to me is it's sad, but it's kind of fun and funky at the same time, which I kind of like those two juxtapositions of emotions. It's kind of fun. Let's move on to the second song, which is You Know I'm No Good.
So I love this song too. This is another Mark Ronson song from me. I love this line. He sniffed me out like I was Tanqueray. It's just so dirty and something. It's so, I don't know. I love everything about it. It's so on the floor. And she actually says that in the song. She literally talks about curling up on the kitchen floor. And in an interview with her brother, he's like, she was so fragile. Sometimes she would just curl up on the floor. She was kind of like that. So this also really kind of reminded me of a spy movie. I just,
Yes.
I like the
James Bond, Roger Moore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like this song because this song really encompasses lyrically, the whole feeling on the album. The kind of icky guilt feeling, and it seems heaviest in this song. The whole James Bond horns, I really love that. It reminds me a bit of Industry Baby, Lil Nas X. But I like the bass. The bass is really rubbery. I don't know if you guys would notice that in that song, but It's like it's almost like a flowing reverb on the bass. Let's do it again if you didn't notice it. I just noticed that because I normally bass don't even notice them in songs, but I thought it's
I'm gonna look it up and see who's on bass.
One of my favorite songs on the album for sure. Okay, so let's move on to the next song, which is actually me and Mr. Jones. What do you guys think?
Okay, so I thought this was a little smoother, a little less gritty. I liked it. There's a bit of London references in there, like about Brixton, which was a kind of a cool black area in London. I like that. I like the flugelhorn in there, the trumpet. It was kind of cool. But it wasn't my fave.
This is another song I really liked a lot. It's a cool song. I really like the vocals, with the backing vocals especially. It sounds like they took a lot of time with them. It's a bit of a silly topic, but at least it's kind of different from the rest of the album. The topic of, despair and being heartbroken, and great production. And you really hear the wall of sound on this, kind of almost like a Supremes sound to that song. Okay, so let's talk about the song Just Friends.
Okay, this song again was super pretty. Kind of felt middle of the road to me. I didn't love it. I don't hate it. I can listen to this whole album over and over again. I love it. But I feel like once you've heard her gritty and dark, that's all I want.
Yeah, I agree. This song is the one that had the little duck quacky thing in it. The horn going, and it just kind of flowed like this, and there wasn't much to it to me. The lyrics were kind of nothing, and there was not a lot of anything going on with the vocals, and there wasn't a lot of anything going on with the song to me. But it was a nice, pretty little break. Okay, so let's talk about the second single off the album, Back to Black. Go ahead.
Okay, Back to Black. I couldn't love this more. So I love this part of this song is that Mark Ronson came in with the piano tracks, gave it to her, and said, go write this. And she went with a CD player to the back and then came back with that tune after an hour. And he's like, no, this doesn't work. It does, it doesn't rhyme. Do it again. And she's like, no, that's the song. Like, F you. I love that. I love that she's like that. I love the lyrics. I love the sadness. It's heaving. It's so kitschy. It's so sad. It's mournful. I love the music. I love everything about this song. Yeah,
I love this song. I was really interested in reading that she was talking about loving the band, the Shangri-Las. And then I listened to the song, Remember Walk in the Sand by the Shangri-Las, and it doesn't sound like the song, but you can hear the same atmosphere going on in that song, which was pretty cool. To me, this song should have been the lead song on the album, because it's such a great song and it's not over the top. Like Rehab is the fastest song on the album, and it's kind of done at the beginning, and then you're left with more smooth R&B, right?
The album is called Back to Black.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm just saying it sounds like a really good starter song. That's what it sounded like to me. Okay, so let's move on to Love is a Losing Game. What are your thoughts on this song?
I love Love is a Losing Game. I think it's beautiful and sad. Beautiful and sad. I loved it.
Yeah, I think it's a really haunting song. Smooth vocals, like out of all the sort of smooth jazz pop that she does on here, I think that's the best one. Out of the ones that were sort of a little bit more low key, maybe. That was my favorite.
I actually thought that music on this was great too. It was again the Dap Kings, which I love. And it was like so well done. And then so speaks really to her, like love is a losing game, man. She fell in love with that guy and they did heroin together until she died. Like for her, love was just a losing game. And what a tragedy. She's gone because she could have done so much more. It's tragedy.
So let's get on to Tears Dry on Their Own. So what are your thoughts on that song?
So I think in this song, her voice sounds so different to me. It really sounds less dark. It sounds sort of, a little less deep and gritty. Although I did like some of the lyrics in this. So some of the lyrics on here were really nice for me, and the production was kind of pretty, but I didn't. It didn't stick out for me.
I really like this song a lot. It's one of my favorites for sure on the album. It took me a while to get to know it, and then I was singing it all day. And I was like, I really like this one. There's a sample, I guess, of Marvin Gaye's "Ain't No Mountain High Enough" in there, which brought me back to the '60s, or '60s, I guess. But it seems like the song where she's kind of giving herself a talk, like saying, stop doing this dumb crap you're doing all the time and get on with your life and make better choices. And it seems like one of the only songs where she really does that to herself instead of wallowing in it, that she's really like, get yourself together, Amy, quickly. Okay, so what are your thoughts on the song Wake Up Alone?
I kind of like the song. I like the reverb on it. I thought that was kind of cool. It was like the music was really hit me again in this. I thought it was a bit darker, a bit older, and a bit cooler.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys think of Some Unholy War?
So this is one of the only Salam Remy's songs that I really liked. I thought it was really nice production, beautiful production, but I liked the song. It stuck with me for sure.
Yeah, this song did not stick with me. It's again, it kind of plodded along to me without any kind of bridge going on that seemed a little more exciting to it. It kind of fitted in with the other ones. It was hard for me to distinguish with a lot of these for a while. It took me a lot of listens there's maybe 4 songs I was like, I can't tell them apart yet. But this one, what is it? It just didn't sound like there was anything special going on in the song to me, vocally or lyrically or anything. Get to He Can Only Hold Her.
He Can Only Hold Her, again, Mark Ronson. I really like the lyrics in this song. I wrote these down. He can only hold her for so long. The lights are on, but no one's home. She's so vacant, her soul is taken. He thinks, what's she running from? She's really lost, man. She's so lost. It's in all of her words. It's so bare. It's so bare. I love the bareness of it.
I like this one a lot more than the other ones, the other slower ones. I thought it was a great vocal. It seemed like there was a lot more production on it, and it was a little more cooler with the production, I guess. More updated, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The backing vocals and the harmonies, it sounded like they put a lot of effort and work into those. So I really like this one a lot. Okay, let's get on to our last song, which is Addicted.
Okay, so I didn't love Addicted. I felt like too bad. It was such a bad ending for the album. I kind of find anything too redeeming about it. For me, I didn't, I don't know. I didn't care about it at all. I didn't like the lyrics. I didn't like the production of it. I didn't love it, so.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really, I like the music in this song. I like the way it starts. It's very atmospheric to me. I like her vocals. I like the melody. It's very hard for me to get past the really dumb lyrics. The worst lyric on the album, I gotta say. I'd rather have myself and smoke my homegrown. It's got me addicted, does more than any did. I don't want to say the word because I have to bleep it. But just rhyming that with addicted, I was like, really? Did someone just give her a pen and go, write a song quick? And she did. But I liked everything else about it. The vocals, everything, except the lyrics were just like, I could not. But I thought maybe she's trying to be silly, right? The one song she's trying to be a little wacky and laid back and silly or something, because there's nothing really like that on the album.
Okay, guys, after we listen to this in a tree, a bush, on a goat with the guy called
On a goat.
Do you feel any differently about it?
I gotta say, because I never gave it a chance before, and now I've given it a massive chance. I've been listening to it everywhere. I didn't understand the atmosphere or how it was done and what the concept of the album was so much back then, but now I do, and I appreciate it a lot more. I like, half of it I think is beyond awesome. So I think I like her a lot more and appreciate her a lot more and think she's way more important than I did way back when.
You know, for me, I always loved her. I always loved this, everything about her, her story, the soulfulness, everything about her. This so
Yeah.
young, so talented, so cut short. What a tragedy. I remember doing descriptive narration of her story, like the Amy Winehouse story, and
Oh,
going,
cool.
"Oh my goodness, this is the tragedy of all time." What I didn't know, and you know, her first album, Frank, was really different from this, right? And then
Yeah, I've heard that
like
too.
and then listening to this one, I really was like, wow, what a difference production makes. Like all the Mark Ronson songs I like, all the Salim Remy songs I don't. What a total difference for me. And I felt like after this, like if someone had taken care of her in a different way and really like looked after her, like her manager, I think his name was Ray Cosgrove, like I think he just was out for the money, and I think if somebody had taken care of her in a different way, it would have been a different story. So
Yeah. So let's find out, after listening to this album ad nauseum, what is your favorite song, what is your new discovery, and what is your least favorite song, Nikki?
okay, my favorite song is Back to Black. It's just, I think it's a brilliant
Okay.
song.
It is.
My new discovery is I guess Love is a Losing Game.
I love that song.
Yeah, I love it too. And I didn't know I loved it so much. I love it. So
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
and I'm gonna say my least favorite song it's a tie and a toss up between a couple of them, but probably Just Friends.
Okay. My favorite song is Rehab. I just think it's, what a great fun song that is. New discovery, You Know I'm No Good. And the song I do not like was Just Friends, but there was a few in running for that, but Just Friends, just because it almost feels like an interlude, like just a nice little interlude to get to the next part. But yeah, that's my least favorite. Okay, guys, so now that we've been through Amy Winehouse's Back to Black, what would you give this album on a scale of 1 to 10? Yeah. So I would give the album, I'm going to give it 6.5. Maybe a 7. I'm going to say 6.5 because I liked about half of it. But there's maybe 4 songs in there I didn't really care for very much at all. I noticed when I was reading about what the critics said, and I didn't look till I was sort of done my own opinion till tonight. And Rolling Stone and Pitchfork kind of were middle of the road with it. But then things like Entertainment Weekly were off the charts with it, right? But Rolling Stone and Pitchfork were around a 6 or 7. But it's a breakup album, right? It's an album that especially if you're going through something, it's heart-wrenching and it's very raw, but you got to be in a mood for that kind of thing too, I think. It's not la 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 in the background. It's a sit and listen to album and get into the moment album.
Okay, I would give this album a 9. I also didn't like about 4 or 5 songs, but I now know why, so that's good. And I learned something new. I just didn't know that it would matter that much about production, but obviously it does. I still don't think it matters that I don't like those ones, because the other ones that I do like, I love so much. And I also love that it was the Dap Kings, which I didn't know either. And then, of course, that's why I like it.
You didn't know that till now?
Didn't know that till I started looking into the album.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't always know that stuff. I don't either. Just gotta look at it. But it really makes sense to me. It's right up my alley. Like it just fits right into what I like. So yeah, I'd say 9 anyway. Okay, guys. So I guess try not to forget with your brain to like and to subscribe and to comment and to add maybe who you want us to talk about later. If you want us to talk about some people, we might not listen, we might not care, but do it anyway, because maybe we'll do it.